Yo, folks with nothing better to do, what's going on? You notice it's a little different look right now. We're leaving the confines of the no judgment zone and we're gonna go interview someone very special, a lovely lady by the name of Gugu Mbatha Raw. She's in the new movie Beyond the Light, starring Nate Parker, and it's gonna be great. I love this film. You nailed it. It's an amazing role. You're the bomb.
Thank you. Oh, that's so kind. Thank you. I'm so glad you enjoyed it.
Awesome. How fun was it playing this character? Because she's like a butterfly, a caterpillar who turns into a butterfly. So how fun was it?
You know what? That's a great metaphor. It's funny because when we were in 2 weeks before shooting, I had this mug that a very good friend of mine gave me, and I told Gina it has this quote on it, this proverb that says, just when the caterpillar thought it was over, it became a butterfly. And I told Gina that, and she immediately put it up on her office wall, and it became sort of like a little mantra for the movie. Yeah, you know, I have had the most amazing time with this role, and you know, especially after Belle, doing this very quintessentially English period drama, to be able to do something so contemporary. And also, you know, Gina Prynce-Bythewood created this character that, as you said, you know, really transforms, and that really was a real gift. You don't always get, you know, the glamour and the raw stuff in one role, so it was great.
Fantastic. Quick question that I want to know. I don't know if anyone else wants to know this, but I want to know it. You went from Belle and all the dress up for that to these costumes, which is equally but on a whole different level of stressful and amazing at the same time. What was it like getting dressed up for this one? Or not dressed up?
Yeah, I mean, we have this incredible costume designer, Sandra Hernandez, and I literally had 30 costume changes in this film. So in pre-production, I don't know how many fittings I had. I was, you know, always in a costume fitting. But to be honest with you, the corsets in Belle were really the warm-up act for some of the outfits in this movie. They were challenging, I have to say. I mean, you know, from the outfits with the chains to the hot pants to, you know, a lot of outfits that were sort of held together with a lot of tape and, you know, sheer perseverance. Yeah, I mean, it was a real challenge. But, you know, the costume was also really informative to me as the character, because she puts on, you know, as well as the hair, the nails, the shoes, the lashes, the makeup, you know, it's really a form of armor. And, you know, the story is really about Noni finding her identity and her sense of self. And she sort of puts on this big facade, this very sexual kind of persona that she has in the industry, which, you know, is fine, but it's really, you know, suffocating her. And so for me, you know, the costumes just really helped, because a lot of the costumes were not comfortable. You know, I was wearing chains. One particular outfit has the big chains, and the white skirt, you know, that weighed 12 pounds. Wow. The bracelet weighed 5 pounds. So, you know, yeah, it was definitely a challenge.
I saw a set for I went to the set visit when you guys did the BET scene, the performance scene.
Oh, yeah.
That was such a hard and difficult day for you. It looked so set, like easy.
Yeah.
But I remember the day you guys would keep going and keep going and keep going. What was that day like for you, filming that scene?
Yeah, you know what, a lot of preparation went into that scene, and I have to really, you know, give great thanks to Laurianne Gibson, the phenomenal choreographer who did all the dance moves for that, and the amazing backing dancers that I got to work with who really, you know, work with, you know, amazing artists. And, you know, so it was a full-on day, and it was really the first time that I got to do sort of a show performance as the character. You know, we'd done the music video stuff, which was challenging in its own way. But, you know, what was great for me about that scene, as well as just being a performance scene, there's actually a whole story going on, you know, during all of that, like this sort of with Machine Gun Kelly's character.
Very physical.
It is very physical, and it sort of is a dance scene that sort of turns into a conflict scene. And you know, we really had to get it right, because you know, in telling the story through what's going on, you know, behind the scenes. So yeah, it was a challenging day, but it was great, you know, and it was great to have the support, as I say, of Laurianne and you know, MGK, who is, you know, a rapper in his own right, and you know, really brought a real authenticity, and he's he belongs on the stage, you know, so he's so comfortable there. So that really helped, you know, make it a fun day.
This is you singing in the movie.
Yeah, I sing on every track, and it's been a whole, you know, new experience for me. I got to work with this amazing vocal coach called Deborah Bird, who, you know, coaches some amazing artists in the industry, and also got to work in the music studio for the first time with The Dream and his team, you know, and understanding, you know, the process of recording a hit song and all the production that goes into it and how collaborative it really is. So yeah, it was a great experience.
One of my favorite lines you say is suffocating in the middle of the street like no one can see me die.
That's a Prynce-Bythewood special.
I love that line, and you just delivered it so well. Why is that scene so important? And why is that phrase so important?
Well, I think that really speaks to the perception of what it is to be famous and successful and glamorous. And, you know, I think what Gina, you know, has really done in a skillful way is show sort of the underbelly of the music industry, and show, you know, the human being behind the glamour. And, you know, at that point in the movie, not to spoil it too much, but, you know, Noni is really reaching a sort of a breakdown moment, or a breakthrough moment, if you like. And that is sort of the beginning of her evolution into who she really is. So, you know, I think the idea that all eyes are on her, everyone is looking at her, but no one can actually see who she is inside. So yeah, that was kind of a powerful line.
Do you get to hide a little bit behind some of the characters that you play?
I mean, it's funny. It's like a combination of hiding and revealing, I think, you know, because you can, you know, I guess the clothes, the hair, the makeup, that is sort of the exterior. But, you know, I think particularly with a role like this, you actually have to show yourself, and, you know, I mean, your emotional self, and bare your soul. So in a weird way, yeah, I'd say probably in this role I kind of show my soul a bit more than hide it.
My favorite scene is when Minnie is telling the mother, I forgot her name in the movie, but when Macy, when Macy is telling Noni about the first time she heard her sing Blackbird, and you don't have there's very few dialect for you, but you do it all in your face. Was that in the script? Was that just how you felt?
You know what? I remember Gina directing me in that scene, and, you know, because it's at that point, you know, their relationship is very, you know, fragile. And for me, you know, it's one of the most interesting relationships in the film, that mother-daughter dynamic. And, you know, I remember Gina saying, make it harder for her. You know, you're not sure. You don't make this easy for her, you know. And so, and it was tough because, you know, she's talking about these memories, these childhood memories. And I think it's just that really complex and very intense relationship that, you know, a single parent family, a mum and daughter can have together. So yeah, sometimes you don't need words when it comes to family.
Yeah. I also want to talk to you about the hair removing it. Like, how difficult was it, or how was it for you dealing with your hair?
You know what, for me, I think that's a really powerful scene, you know, because I think that's the moment when Noni starts to reclaim her image and her physical identity. I have to give a shout out to Kim Kimball, who did the hair. She's a hair magician, and she created some amazing looks for the character. And for me, as I say, I thought it was really a symbolic scene, you know, about being authentic to yourself. So I'm really happy that scene's in the movie, because, you know, hopefully young girls and women will see it, and, you know, maybe, you know, everybody has a choice as to how they present themselves, and you know, there's no judgment. You can choose to present yourself any way you want to. It's all self-expression. But for me, that was just about, you know, having the courage to be who you really are.
It's really
That's
close
what I did.
to the Shmoney dance, which is New York's biggest dance.
Oh.
Ever heard of the Shmoney dance?
I don't know what it is.
Can you? It's like you just do.
Research. It was a lot of collaboration with the hair people and